Here I'm going to explain the difference between the Dunhill fitment gold band, or flush band as it's also called, and the regular Dunhill gold band. Here are four different Dunhill shell or tan shell pipes, all with the AD original gold bands. I'll use the tan shell because it has the wider gold band of the other regular gold banded pipes. Here you can see is the AD original Dunhill gold band. Goes all the way around, nice and thick. What you'll notice with the regular gold band is they sit on top of the shank. You can see how it just rests on top, often covering some of the nomenclature like it is there. And you can flick it and your nail gets stuck because, again, it's just sitting on top. See there. Also, they're very thin, and by thin I mean the thickness of the band itself. When we get to describing the fitment bands, I'll be talking about thickness in this direction, so the width of the band. So that's a regular gold band. Here, on this amazing Canadian style ODA shape, is a huge fitment gold band. You can see this has an etched pattern into it, as the flush or fitment bands usually have. This one's got a nice ripple effect going around. On top of being very wide, this is a wide regular gold band. Look at that, almost double the width in the fitment or the flush gold band. On top of being wider, these fitment or flush bands are also 3, 4, 5 times thicker. You see how thick that is there? Than the regular gold bands. Also the shanks, you can see the shank here at the end. The shanks have to be custom turned on the lathe when these pipes are made, so that these bands sit completely flush. That's why it's called the flush or the fitment. You can see my nail's not grabbing anywhere as I go along because it sits completely flush, as if it's one long piece, and then it goes over to gold and then to the stem and then to the wood and all that. I'll get these two side by side so you can see the thickness difference. And you can see right there just how thin the regular band is here on my right, and how thick the fitment band is. There we go, on my left. Again, the width difference is always going to come into play. And basically that's the difference between what's called the fitment or flush band and the regular gold band pipes. And I'll show you some more examples of that in some different finishes. 2 Dunhill roots, both really nice. Regular gold band. To see again, just on top, laying on top. You can flick it and it'll catch your nail. Thin. And now, fitment or flush gold band. Again, look at that pattern on it. It's usually a dead giveaway. I'm flicking it, It's 100% flush with the shank, nothing's catching. That noise you're hearing is the pattern obviously running across my nail. Look at the thickness difference in the gold. And again, this shank had to be custom turned in order to fit that extra thickness. A couple more Fitman pipes. Both of these are group 5s apparently, but look at the size of this group 5 here. Both of these are fitment bands. Oddly enough, the one on top doesn't have an etched pattern. It's actually the first fitment I've seen without an etched. See that? Completely flush. Flush. And then thick gold band all the way around. Usually I'll put in a price chart on these, on this video, so you can see what the price is. Usually these bands, they're measured in millimeters thick, and when they talk about thick, they mean from here to here. And I believe these both have about a 12 millimeter thick band. A 12 millimeter in since 2010 on the price chart for 2010 for Dunhill pipes, they don't even make 12 millimeter anymore. The highest or widest they make is a 10 millimeter band, and a 10 millimeter Dunhill gold flush band is, I'm looking at the chart right now, 1,465 euros. So times that by 0.3 and you'll get it in dollars. And that's only for the band. That's not including the pipe. Some more. These are all Bruyères with the fitment bands. I'll show you right here. These two are two examples of regular bands, silver and gold. See how they're not flush? Still really nice pipes. Those alone are 5 and I think 800 euro. And then again, the two with the fitment, these are Bruyère. Thickness and width, flush setting, and this nice opera shape, which I really like. Again, thick, wide, flush. So these are just some ways to tell the flush or fitment bands from the rest, or the common gold bands. And when I say common, I don't really mean a dime a dozen. Even the gold banded pipes are very expensive and still very, very nice pipes. These are just two more examples. These are both fitment bands or flush bands. This is a Group 5 Canadian dress finish, and this one's got a really, really cool, really nice band that I wanted to show. It's got the multicolored gold, the rose gold, the white gold, the yellow gold, all the way around. Again, flush. Looks like one continuous piece. Thickness. Yeah, I knew these were more expensive, but when I saw the pricing chart for 2010, this is a Group 5 chestnut, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The price that these bands actually go for, brand new, flush all the way. This is a chestnut. Thick, thick, thick. And just wanted to show one last time that first Canadian with the fitment band that I showed, the Shell ODA, this guy. Check out. This is, I think, a 15mm band, and that's width. This is a 25mm band on the Shell ODA. 25mm. That's 10mm more of solid gold, and it's thicker than all the other fitment bands. But this band alone on this Shell ODA, not kidding, €3,000. That's insane. I actually bought this entire collection from a friend of mine in Italy, and he had all these pipes estimated, or appraised, sorry. And this guy right here, $4 grand or $4,000. That band alone is $3,000. So that'll give you a new appreciation for Dunhill pipes, specifically ones that have gold bands. Hopefully this was a little educational, and hope to see you guys around the store. Enjoy.